Alright, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to do a tutorial on Rayman 3 combo system. So, I already got it made and whatnot, so I'm gonna quickly show you how it works. So, I think I replicated it decently well. You get your little timer before the combo adds to the original score, and your first pickup adds to the score. Then after that, it starts adding into the combo, and the points get multiplied and whatnot. So let's go over the system. So I'm just gonna pretty much do, I'm gonna show the code. Where was it? Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna show the code, go over the code, and then we're gonna make the code. Alright, so here's the bulk of our stuff, right? We have an event that, one, makes... this is redundancy check right here. I don't think that you actually need it, but just to be sure, I did do it. But anyway, so what we do is, one, we check to make sure that the combo isn't over 21, and if it is, the multiplier just stays at 5 and does its stuff. But here's the big bulk of what we do. So our first things first, if our combo is on 0, we just add the score straight into it, and that's what our amount would be from the point we pick up. So we pick up a yellow gem, I think it's like 10 points, it just adds straight into the score. Then after that, we pick up another one, and then that's where it starts to add to the combo. Then up to, what is it, up to the 4 right here, it's not multiplying by anything. After that, it starts multiplying by 2, then it goes up to 3, then it goes up to 4, then after that it's 5, and it doesn't go up after that. Now, every time you collect every time you collect a gem, break something, anything that gives you points, it resets the timer. We actually need to add something here, but yeah, every time you collect something, it resets the timer, and it also calls a message that gets sent to the owning actor, which is the player in this instance. All this message does is, well, it's first off, it's a interface. It's implemented into the player controller just to update the widget HUD. But yeah, that's pretty much all this is. Quick overview again. All it is it's an event that every time you collect a point, or anytime you score at all, it goes through the combo. It goes from a ×1 to a ×2 to a ×3 to a ×4 to a ×5. We could make this more flexible, but we're making it exactly like Rayman 3's, so it doesn't need the flexibility, and it just needs to go up to a combo of 5. I don't know why you'd make it more flexible. Maybe I don't know. I can't really think of a way, but let's quickly go over the actual combo itself. So in here we have a select int. All this is it just checks if the multiplier is below 2, and if it is, we just take the original score and add it into the combo. If it's 2, then that's when we switch over to using the score times the multiplier, and then we add it to the combo amount, then we set combo amount. That's all the score system is. It's quite easy. So let's start remaking it so you can get a good idea. We're just gonna make a new one over here. Actually, I should probably go over, you know what, let's not use this. Let's go over what we need. So we need a couple blueprint things. We need a blueprint interface. We'll call this BPI scoring, and I'm gonna add tut on the end here for tutorial. we're going to also need a actor component, and this will be the score system. And I'm again going to add tut at the end there, and then we'll need a basic item. This is just a basic actor, and for me, I'm going to move these into a folder called tut. Oh yeah, we also need a widget. I'm just gonna call this HUD tut. Alright, so now we're going to add the interface, which I named BPI scoring tut, and we're gonna add a couple functions in here. One, we're going to do add score. This will have an input of amount, or we'll call it score amount, and it will be of type integer. And we'll add another function. Well, okay, we don't need to do that right now. We'll do that after we write the score system. We can go ahead and delete those, compile, and we want to add a couple variables in here. One, we're going to want a combo. This is the current combo number it's at, so this will go from 1 to 20 and up and whatnot. This is just to keep track of where we're at on the combo, so we can decide if it's times 2, times 3, times 5, etc. So we got that. We're going to add a score, and we're going to add current combo, and we're going to have a multiplier. These, I'm just going to throw them into a category. I'm going to call this combo, drag that into there, drag that into there. This will be in its own, called score. And then we're going to add another one. This will be a float, and we'll call this timer. Switch that over to a float. That can go into the combo as well. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and do add custom event, and we're going to call this event add score. Alright, we're going to add an input onto this, and we're going to call it amount. I'm going to call that, make that an integer, and let's start. So first things first, we want to actually do we want to pull combo out over here, and we want to do a switch on int. And I think it goes past like 21 or something. Let's go ahead and start southward. Yeah, let's see. I actually already forgot. I only made this a couple days ago, so it's not really imprinted into my mind. It goes up to 20. Okay. And here's where we can start. We're going to want to make a macro, and we call this combo. Oops, that's right. Combo calc, I guess, because I guess it does calculate the combo. Okay, now for 0, we want to actually just take this, add a little reroute node here. We're just gonna take this and add it directly into the score. And then we're gonna set score to this. That's all we need for that. all that is anytime you first start up the combo, it pretty much just, you know, it adds the first score, and then after that is where the combo starts and starts adding to the combo. Been a while since I played Rayman 3, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Read the Rayman PC wiki before I started this, so I think I know what I'm doing. Let's just add a reroute node here. And this is pretty much where everything will go to. Yeah, that's whatever. Yeah, that looks cool. Alright, all these just go right into the combo thing, so let's, we're gonna want a couple inputs for, I'll just call that enter. Make this an exec type so you can plug it in. Let's call this exit. There, now we can plug it in. Let's go ahead and put this down here. Sorry if you guys can hear a train in the background. Annoying train passing through right now. Alright, so after this part, or in this part, we want to add to the current combo, and let's make sure we also have another input. Oops. Amount. Yeah, that's right. Now, either we multiply it by the multiplier. I'm pretty sure this is how we're. If it doesn't, this is still a pretty cool combo system, but sorry if this isn't how the Rayman 3 one works. But I'm pretty sure it multiplies the square before adding it into the combo. If that's not the case, then oh well. This is still a combo system. We want to actually do select int here. Now we either do that or that one. Oops, nope, wrong. Make sure we add first. Add current combo into that. And for this pick A, we want to make sure that combo, or make sure that multiplier is less than 2. Well, we don't even need to do this, and I think about it. You know, it's a redundancy for my idiocracy. Really, all this is doing is making sure that if it's below 2, that it only ever does the amount times nothing. But you can easily in multiplier make sure that this is set to 1, and if it's set to 1, it just, you know, gives you the original amount that's plugged into there. But sometimes I fuck up and accidentally put 0 and wonder, oh, why is this not working? So if you don't want this, you can literally just do amount times multiplier and plug it directly into this. Right? You can do just directly this, get rid of that. But I like to have a little redundancy check sometimes. Anyway, so our amount, plug it directly into there, and let's drag this up. You know, we'll drag it below. You can, if you don't know, you can double tap or double click the line, and that's what'll instantly give you reroute nodes. Alright, now that we have that little funky system going on, if you want also, you can go ahead and make sure that the multiplier is always set to 1 here, as well as here. This is what you do if you didn't do this little thing, and if you just plugged multiplier times amount directly into the add to the current combo. But I have that little redundancy. I think after 4 is when it starts going into 2, then after 9, okay, yeah. So yeah, let's get that. Let's get that going. Oops. Okay, now this is doubled. Oh, that's why it looked different than that. Oops. What the To be honest, I have no clue what that was. Never used that node in my life. And that's pretty much all we do for the rest of these. We just increment until it gets to 5. This would be 3, this would be 4. I'm not sure. I think default can be a replacement for this, but we might still have to do a branch, or perhaps just a select node. I don't know. We'll see. I have my value set up here, so I'll probably continuously look back. I think that's after 14, yeah. Okay. Sorry if this is still messy. I like to organize this stuff, but this is a little bit more complicated than a lot of other things. There we go. A little funky, but I like it. Alright. Now we just need to plug these in. I think 19 is the last one that goes into 4, yep. And then after that, it turns the multiplier into times 5. I will also have a link to this blueprint if you don't feel like following along with the tutorial. I'll have a copy and pasted link in the description. You should be able to just copy and paste straight from the website that it's at. Alright, now we have the basics of the combo system set up. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little check here. Where I either set multiplier to 5 or I set it to 1. Because I think default gets called when it's at a value that it can't be at, but I'm not 100% about that. So we'll just see what happens. Go ahead and do select int, of course. And let's go ahead and pull this down even more. Now we either do 1 or 5. And to check that, we just check what the current combo is. If it's less than 20, if it's less than 20, we pick A, otherwise 5. I don't know if that'll work, but it could. Anyway, let's go ahead and put a comment around this. You know, give it a little color. You know, we'll make it green. Actually, there's too much green nodes in there, so instead we'll make it a nice little pink-ish color. Now that we have that, we need to make a timer that stops the combo system. So we'll call this event. You know what? We'll call it timer. And this is where we need this. And let's see how I've set it up here, because I already forgot. Okay, so okay, we need a retriggerable delay, so it can be recalled and reset. Let's just set this to 2 because the default is 2, but there are some things that can change the timer to 6. That's why this is a variable rather than just using that slot. Alright, so when this is completed, we set our combo back to 0. We set score to score plus current combo and then we set current combo to 0 and we set multiplier back to 1. That's pretty much all we need for that. Yeah, that's pretty much all we need. And we'll just call this timer. Okay, now that we have that, we can, oh yeah, for the timer system we also need another little event. I guess that's a good name, I don't know. This will just be a set on the timer, and yeah, that's it. That's all we need for that. Dyslexic while typing. Alright. I just like to have this color coded. I don't know if the Blueprint website that I'll be copying and pasting this to has color coded, but I'm pretty sure it does have comment bubbles, so it'll be easy to tell. Alright, now that we have this, we're going to want to add another thing here, and we're going to say update score. This is purely just for display purposes. It has no actual effect on gameplay or anything like that. It's just for the HUD, which we'll set up in a bit. We need to have a few inputs here. First one, score. Second, combo amount, or current combo. Third one would be our multiplier. And I think that's all we need. Okay, now that we have that, we can go back in here and we need to add another variable, and we'll call this owner. And this will be of actor. This will be an actor type. And all we want to do is down here, we want to go ahead and call a message and say update score. And all we gotta do here is plug in these values: multiplier, current combo, and the score. Beautiful. Do I have anything called after that? Yes, I do. Oh yeah, whew. That's one thing that I probably shouldn't forget. We need to make sure that we are updating the combo every time this gets called, so it actually iterates upward. All we need to do is put a 1 in here. We don't need a variable or anything for that. Now our system will actually work when we implement it, and we don't need that print. I only did that for testing purposes. Alright, now that we have that done, that is our score system. This is our timer that resets the score, and this is how we update the timer to be something else. Alright, now we want to go ahead and this is just the default third-person character. I've made no changes to it except for adding the score system in, but we're going to delete that, delete all of this. And we're going to make sure that we, I'm going to quickly, yes. Alright, this is completely fresh third-person character. We're going to add a blueprint interface, and it's the one I named with tut. Interface, we're going to want to implement update score and add score. We're also going to want to go to components up here, and we're going to want to search for our score system. It's the tut one that I did. Alright, all we're going to want to do is drag this down. And we're just going to do this. That's it. That's literally it for adding score. And I'm going to quickly go ahead and update these items as well. We're just going to delete all this over here. All this that's in here is I have a pickup radius that's just the box collision, and then I have a cube for the visual representation, and then I have a on component begin overlap set up here, and all this is doing is checking for the actor's class that touches it and making sure it's third person class. And then after that it just, you know, does its stuff. What we're going to want to do is we're going to drag from here, and we're going to say add score. It's this one. And we're going to want to do that. And for if you want to do stuff like this, you can go here and make sure this is instance editable, and you set this to whatever you want. I'm just gonna default it to 10. Actually, I'll default it to 15 because why not? Okay, now we're gonna want to make our HUD system. So we already have that made. Let's just go ahead and start with adding some add a vertical box in. We'll just toss some text in there. We want the vertical box size constant. This will be our score text. Set this something ludicrously high. That's not really ludicrously high, but whatever. Let's just toss a little spacer in here under that. Give it like a 2, you know, give it a 5. And then we're going to have a horizontal box now with 2 pieces of text in it. What? Oops. 2 pieces of text in here, and this will be our combo, or our multiplier, and this will be combo. And for this little thing here, let's just give it some padding on the top so it's down a little bit, like that, yep. And that's our basic display for the score. Now, let's go in here and we'll make an event called update score. And we'll add a couple variables in score. Make sure that is, you know, we'll make a text. The current combo and multiplier. On this though, we're gonna want to add a couple integers. Call this one score, current combo, and of course multiplier. Now what we're going to want to do is we're just going to want to oops, no, that's not what we want to do. Actually, we want to, no, well, yes, actually, no, man, I am mind blasted right now. Okay. What we want to do is we want a pinned, we want this pin string for each of those, just so we can have a little bit extra stuff in it. Be our scored combo. This will just be an X. Okay. Of course, we need to do 2 text for each of these. Make this a little more pretty, just cause. Don't know what's going on there. I don't know what the hell I did, but anyway. Now let's get to tossing each one of these into there. Can't do a whole lot to make this one look prettier without, once again, extending that one outward. And now that we have all of those, we can go to our texts here, and we can bind this to score. We can bind this to current combo, and we can bind this to our multiplier. Now we can compile, save. Now we can go back into our third person character, and we have our update score, right? First things first, we need to do a begin play, and we need to create the widget. So we can actually call that. Okay. Was it okay? It was HUD tut, and we want to. Well, first things first, we want to promote it to a variable, and we'll just call this our HUD. And after that, we add to viewport or player screen, whatever you want to do. Player screen would be for like split screen cases. Now that we've added that to viewport, we're good to go on that. One thing we need to do is we need to take this and we need to go ahead and set owner, the variable we made for that. And we're gonna want to just grab a reference to self and plug that in there. That way we can actually call the events properly. And I'm just gonna do that. Okay, now this is where we go ahead and grab our HUD variable we made. Go ahead and delete that one. So if we quickly start playing, the widget's not added to the. That doesn't make sense. That makes. Oh, never mind. That does make sense. No, it doesn't. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, okay. I know what's happening. All we need to do is do this event update score. Then it'll be 0 on all of those. And we just go ahead and toss a 1 into there. There, now our HUD will show up. Yep. But, well, 1, these don't destroy. I forgot to do that. After add score, let's just destroy actor. There, now those should destroy. They're also should be adding into the combo, but we can't see that yet because we haven't set it up yet. So we need to do that. All we got to do is call event update score. Now just plug score, current combo, and multiplier. I think that should be it. What's going on there? We're calling update score. We do need to also. Oops. We do need to also make sure that this is call at the end of this. Almost forgot that. Alright, let's, I guess, see where it's screwing up at. Add the string there and see if update score is getting called at all. Okay, it's not, which is very odd, because I did set the owner. And score. And when score is added, it calls event add score on this, which we can, well, let's take a quick look in here, see what's happening. Oh yeah, we also need to call the, I forgot, we need to, just before this, we can call our event timer. But something weird is happening. We have that implemented as it should be, not sure why it's not working as it should. It should be updating, but that doesn't get called, period. As if, oops, that's not getting called, period. When it goes to, when it starts on 0, it just, oh, oops. Of course that other one wasn't called. I had the other score open anyway. Okay, that's, oh, we just call update score. Okay, yeah, okay, that's all we had to do. There, then adds into the score. All that was necessary was taking the first initial add and plugging it into the update score. Do not plug it into event timer, because the timer, well, no, yeah, we can call the timer. Yeah, we should call the timer, actually. So we just needed to do that. Don't call combo calc, but everything else, yeah. After combo calc, plug that in there. That would be it for this tutorial. Remember, I will have all the blueprints. I'll probably also just package this project up and allow for download as well. But yeah, if you want to take a look at the blueprints as well by themselves without the whole ass project, you can just click the I don't remember what the link would be called. It'd be blueprintue or something like that. Yeah, that's it for this tutorial. See you guys next time.